Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And this episode, it's actually an old video. It surfaced and I just got a hold of it, but it looks like an 11-year-old boy dressed as a drag queen, only known as Desmond the Amazing. Goes on Good Morning America with the white bitch and Michael Strahan. And Michael Strahan should know better because he black, he from the community. So I'm assuming that he got to do this to keep his job. Anyways, I'm gonna show you the video, then I'm gonna come back with commentary.
I love that you love root beer, caffeine free.
My mom doesn't like me drinking caffeine.
Does it make you hyper? Jasmine, you're one of the youngest and first drag queen / kids.
Your parents are so supportive of you, but they've encouraged you to stay and be who you are.
They support me by letting me do what I want to do, letting me dress up and letting me play with makeup and trains. Yeah, I really like trains when I'm at a drag.
Thank you for reminding us all to be who we are on the inside.
All right, so y'all just got to see that. The little boy is on the show, and he's talking about how amazing he feels and how liberating it is, and his parents have been letting him cross-dress since he was 8 years old. Now, I got no problem against cross-dressers, drag queens, trans people, gay people. I don't have a bone to pick with consenting adults, right? People that are old enough to make wise and informed decisions. I do have a problem with children masquerading like this because one has to ask, like, whenever somebody does something, what's the motivation? All right, the little boy's on a TV show. I understand that people cross-dress or drag queens or even transgender. I get that. There's no question on what the motivation is. They do what they want to do, right? That's their choice. Even with the little boy, I will go as far as to say in his personal life with his family, if they allow him to cross-dress and be a drag queen, c'est la vie. What's the point of having him come on a TV show? Like, what's the point? What purpose does that serve? Is that to liberate and inspire adults that want to do the same thing? And you just got to ask yourself, if a child is inspiring adults to do something, like, think about it. If you are above 18, right? Let's say you're 26 or you're 31. How does this inspire you? Why are you taking cues from a child? Like, how does this child inspire you to do or influence you to want to do something that you as a grown-ass person should have already come to the conclusion? Especially if you're like 30 years old or you 25 years old. What you hesitant for? You've had like 13, 20 years over this kid. You should have been made that decision. If you a bitch and you made it all the way to 35 and you on the fence about drag queening or cross-dressing, you should probably not do it. There are other things that you can do in your life. Cross-dressing probably isn't one of them. But the motivation, back to that, what's the motivation of having this kid on the TV show? Like, what's the point? And this is Good Morning America, so this is a news show. Like, they're supposed to be informing us on the news. Like, whatever happened to that? What happened to informing us about being on the brink of nuclear holocaust, artificial foods, radiation being spilled into the ocean like Fukushima, dictators killing and massacring mass people in their country? Whatever happened to, like, newsworthy shit? Matter of fact, I'll go as far as say, what the fuck happened to Dan Rather? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, Dan Rather wasn't reporting on stupid shit like this. Walter Cronkite wasn't reporting on frivolous shit like this. Hell, even Brian Williams wasn't even reporting on shit when he was telling the truth. So what's the point on having this kid gyrating and drag queening and dressed up like a little girl? This nigga he can't even drink caffeine. His parents don't allow him to drink caffeine. Why would I listen to an 11-year-old that can't even drink coffee? This is the problem that I got with America. Like, it's so many brain dead adults, especially Michael Strahan and this white woman. Like, you're too old to be like, is your job that important when you can't question a topic? And if they came up with this topic themselves, like, what the fuck is wrong with these adults? Like, I understand growing into a mature adult, 35 and older. It's like leaving an amusement park. But you have some weird ass adults out here that, for whatever reason, want to return back to the amusement park, or they want to showcase the bullshit and even add on to the fuckery of little kids and children. It's like, grow the fuck up already. You're around 40-year-olds. It's okay. They having a midlife crisis and trying to revert back to a stage in life that, I don't know, gives you some type of freedom in your mind. You got bills. It's over. You made a choice. You got a career. You've probably been working it 25 years. Let it the fuck go. Perverting kids for your own amusement. And the black dude, like I was saying before I cut to the video, Michael Strahan from the community, you know better. You know this is bullshit. Like this now, there's like, I know that this nigga was getting washed for child support for I think like $30,000 a month. Is that what got your balls in a vice? You really need the money? You that fucked up? White people, I kind of get. The white women are liberal with tranny shit and gay lifestyle, even though it directly is defeatist to them as women. But whatever, right? They champion gay niggas. And then get 31 and wonder why they can't find a man. Bitch, because you champion being gay, so he jumped over the fence. Stupid. Or they champion on transgender women, right? Which are nothing but men in dresses. And then they wonder why, once again, they not getting chose. Because some perverted ass creep is over there fucking Jethro in a dress. Courtesy of you, right? You said it was cool, it was okay, it was normal. You normalize fuckery and then wonder why you get left holding the bag. Because you stupid. But this black motherfucker, I don't understand why he think this shit is cool. He should have questioned this shit. Job or no job. My nigga, your name's big enough. You can start the Michael Strahan show. You a desperate, dumb, buck dancing ass nigga. And I'll go out on the limb to say that that's what you are. Because ain't nobody black champion and shit except Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union, and that little fruit cup that they got. And that's not being transphobic. There's some shit you should be against. You got people that out here that's gun phobic. Because guns from dangerous psychopaths kill people. So when people say, oh, you're transphobic, you goddamn right. I like pussy without a dick. The only dick I like around the pussy is mine. If that makes me transphobic, I'll be that. I'm not buying into people's delusion. I'm not fucking an idiot. And I'm not a savage drinking the fucking shit water. I got my mind right. You need psychiatric help, I assume you go get it. Now with homophobic, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not homophobic. I don't care what gay people do. You want to eat some pussy, you want to suck some dick, c'est la vie, right? But trying to have people call you the pronouns of a woman and you are born with male genitalia, I got a problem with that. You're a dickhead and you need to be kicked in the fucking skull. Not literally, just metaphorically. Because you got all these trannies out here tricking people. So then there's that. But back to the topic at hand, like, yeah, the show should be boycotted. It should be boycotted. It should be canceled. These are some asshole adults. And it wouldn't matter if, like, it wouldn't matter if it was drag queening. They're promoting fuckery with children. Any type of fuckery. This is along the same lines as having a kid come on the show to talk about how their parents allowed them to smoke crack. Nah, son, we shouldn't be promoting that. Don't want no kids on there being promoting like distorted, perverted sexual lifestyle like drag queening, transgenderism. We don't want children to be exploited by smoking drugs. We don't want kids to be exploited by dating older people, right? Pedophilia. We don't want children on TV shows to promote motherfucking runawayism, right? If you're a kid and you are on there talking about you are allowed to run away, we don't want that broadcasted. That shouldn't be broadcasted. Right. And now I ain't got kids, but there's some messages that just should not be put out there in the airwaves. They just shouldn't. Call it sheltered or whatever. They had a whole gripe about gangster rap being promoted in the 90s because they felt like kids was going to grow up to be gangsters. It's the same thing with this. We should have, if they made that argument back in 1993, then we got this argument in 2023. Don't promote drag queening for kids. Kids need to be learning how to read books, do math, know their science and shit like that. Not being confused with sexuality. Matter of fact, sexuality shouldn't even come into play until you like hit puberty. And that's like 13. This kid got 2 more years. Chill the fuck out. Why is he putting women clothes on? They're promoting this kid to be a fucking homosexual. And I got no problem with people being homosexuals if they're adults. Kids shouldn't be fucking anyways. It should be against the law. Period. You should be focused on child shit. When I was 13, I wasn't trying to fuck bitches. I mean, I was trying to finger them, but I was from the hood. That's different. If you're 11 years old, you need to be studying how to be a productive, educated child. That's it. You don't need to be focused on working a job. You don't need to be focused on doing drag queen shows. You don't need to be focused on your sexuality. You don't need, that shit is of no importance at 11 or under the age of 16. It's of no importance, of no consequence. Anyways, it's been my thoughts, ideals, and opinions. And I know Instagram is going to shadow ban this video. It's probably going to get low views because it's a bunch of weird ass Zionist motherfuckers or transgender motherfuckers that work at Google. They only spike and allow me to get views for nigga shit. If you happen to come by this video, share this shit, tell your friends, and subscribe for more real shit. I'm out.
No!